Hello beautiful people, welcome to another episode of my vlog. Apologies for the 1 day delay. Basically, I was gonna film it yesterday, but then insomnia kicked my butt and I was just too tired, so I slept in and then I had to go to work. But here I am and I'm making up for it. Today's topic's a bit of an interesting one, especially for me because I work in showbiz. It's about the relationship between performer and audience, and in other words, where I'm caring less and less about how my work is received. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, but let me give you an example. Basically, I've recorded my sets in different places. This is the same joke in two different places, more or less the same energy, widely different reactions. Have a listen.
Yeah, I mean, we've all learned some things about ourselves during these 2 years, haven't we? Yeah? I found out, for instance, that I did have a favorite grandma. Not anymore, obviously.
Yeah, so, went down like a fart in the wind, let's say, like just nothing. Same joke, different gig.
That was that, but yeah, we all learned some things during lockdown, didn't we? Like, I, for instance, found out that I did have a favorite grandma. Not anymore. I'm joking, I love.
Right, so the point I was trying to make was, right, by the way, I've used this joke online, I've posted it online before, so I'm not like losing it or anything, but yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that audiences' reactions to a performance are not a solid, they're not the full picture, and they're not a great way of gauging how well you did. You can gauge how well they received you, how much they enjoyed you, but I think every performer has had that one night where you went up, you did your best, and for some reason the energy was just a bit off on your side and you could feel it throughout the whole performance, like you were struggling. And at the end somebody came up and was like, oh my God, I loved it so much, you did so well, thank you. And you're like, well, I'm glad you did, but I can do a lot better. And the idea being is that, again, it's hard to build a long-lasting career based on other people's reactions. And the reason this is kind of interesting to me, because we make money and we make our living based on other people's, attention. As long as people are willing to see you, you get to make a living potentially. So it's kind of odd to be like, yeah, but I don't care what you think. Seems counterintuitive. There's a couple of things I can bring up as an argument for my position, which is one of them. My favorite comedian, George Carlin, said that when I go up there, I'm there for me and they're there for me. Meaning, I'm there because I love performing, I love expressing myself, and then they're there to see someone express themselves and perform. You can make the argument that the audience is also there for themselves. They would like to be entertained, but at the end of the day, they took a chance on you. There's no guarantee, and I do not owe them a guarantee to make sure that they get that sort of, entertainment. I can just do my stuff. But in the long run, in a business sense, why I think it's more important to focus on expression and creating art that you 100% believe in and that, that's fully of yours, is because the best version of you is the one that's sort of as honest and as raw, emotionally raw as possible. That means you can't be faking being somebody else on stage, first of all. Secondly, if you try to create stuff that's popular but not necessarily yours, you're entering into competition in the marketplace with people whose stuff is exactly that. Like, there's people that love creating the stuff that's popular. That's what they're into. Right? Your energy levels will never match that person's energy levels, whoever they may be. If that's what they're into and that's what they full-heartedly believe in it and they're doing it, and you're coming along trying to do your version of it, but you're like, whatever. You're most of the time you're going to lose that battle. And guess who's going to be more memorable? That person. Also, interestingly, why it's also another reason why it's better for you to do your own stuff as honestly and as, as emotionally powerfully as you can. Sorry, I need to get more sleep regularly because my words sometimes just don't come to me. But basically the other reason is because, guess what? They might not like all of your work, but the stuff they do enjoy, you being you and you being honest and raw and all that stuff, will resonate with them. How many times you've had an artist that you're like, oh, I don't like all their work, but that song, when I'm in the mood for it, that resonates with me fully. I appreciate it. It feeds me, and I'm gonna go to that. Well, you always have that. You can always bring in an audience with that as well. It's just there's enough parts of you that other people can relate to, that as long as you are not filtering yourself and not putting on a layer of pretend, people will vibe with it, right? That's two reasons. And then the third reason, which is kind of selfish, I guess, but making a living in this business is hard. Performing on the regular basis is hard. Many other businesses, you can say, I do stuff that I don't enjoy. I sell a product that I don't care about, but once I sold it, it's done, it's finished. Performing, you're gonna be performing it every single night if you're lucky. This business is already hard enough. The last thing you want to do is trying to sell a product that you do not believe in, that you're not looking forward to performing, that it just slowly demotivates you. Long story short, you better put the stuff out there that you love, because you're gonna be performing it every single night. And Lord have mercy on your soul if you're not into it. I don't know if many people have had this experience of performing something they do not like, they do not enjoy, or they just frankly don't believe in. God. So I think that's sort of three reasons why I believe it is better in the long run to create work, artistic or otherwise, that you as the performer believe in, and then hopefully enough members of the public will resonate with it and come and watch it, as opposed to trying to chase the trends and create stuff that you think the public's gonna like, when they might change their minds. Trends come and go, and at the end of the day, man, you gotta be happy with your own work, and you gotta be fulfilled in your own work. So this is me basically saying, do what you want to do, man. Just be honest, be raw, and get out there. So yeah, that's my little breakdown. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll probably see you next week.